So let's get to the recommended cold call script that he could have used, starting out with an introduction. Hello, Michael. This is Tony from Company X. Have I caught you in the middle of anything? Try to establish the call there. Make sure the person's not busy. Then jump to your value proposition. And so this is a value proposition that he could have used. He could have improved my speed of software development, improved the quality of code, augment my existing team, decrease my cost for software development. So those are the ways he can help. Instead of him just saying, I can add value to your business, to be honest, tell me these things. And he could do that at different points in the call, but certainly the very beginning of the call is a better place for him to add this. In his call where he said, this is what some details about my firm, how many people we have, how many years of experience, he could have replaced that with this. So reason for the call is we help businesses to improve the speed of their development and decrease their cost for software development, but I'm not sure if we can help you in that same way, and that's why I'm reaching out. And then jump to some pain questions. So if he helps to solve certain problems of mine, ask me some questions to see if I have problems that need to be fixed. If I could ask you real quick, how often do you have software development projects that are not progressing? How happy are you with the quality of code you currently have? Have you ever had a need for a specific developer with a particular skill set? How important is it to decrease costs? Then you could ask some current state questions. Do you currently have any projects? Are you using in-house or outsourced developers? So that's the question that he asked. Here are other current state questions. Current state questions are just questions that figure out what's going on in the particular area where you have something to offer. By the way, whether you ask pain questions or current state questions first could depend on who you're talking to, depend on what you sell, and you can mix and match them. But it's important to know what are your pain questions and what are your current state questions. Hopefully with our questions, we find a reason to talk more, and then we can close for the next step in our process, which is the conversation. But if our questions don't uncover any pain, then we can take a step back and just try to share some of the problems that we help to solve with the prospect, which is to say something like, oh, okay, well, a lot of businesses I work with, they often have this problem or this challenge or this problem or this concern. Are you concerned about any of those? And you're just looking for validation, like everything's perfect or there are some concerns. Then you're starting to head towards the close for talking more, the close for the appointment. And this is where you can start to talk more about you. By the way, this is the stuff that he talked about at the very beginning of the call. This is where we try to close with it, which is, oh, you know what? It might make sense for us to talk in more detail. The reason why is I'm with Company X and we provide software development and staff augmentation services. We do everything from custom app development, mobile app development, web design, web coding, whatever. Some ways we're different. This is some stuff that he included at the beginning of the call. We have over 400 developers with covering all different skills and competencies, 70, 80 years plus experience, whatever that means. And then right before you go for the close, you can share a name drop example just to establish a little bit more credibility and build a little bit more interest. We actually worked with a business similar to yours and helped to augment their existing team with developers that were very specific and experienced in niche areas. This helped them to improve the pace of their development projects and also get stalled projects going again. But Michael, I've called you out of the blue. I don't want to take any more of your time right now. I don't know if this is the best time to talk about this. Are you available for a brief call? I want to share some examples how we've helped other businesses, and then I'm just inserting the value proposition here again. So reinforce the ways that I can help the particular prospect. Are you available on Tuesday or Thursday morning, or are you available right now to continue discussing this? So that's an example of a call flow, and that's a consultative approach. I'm pretty confident that flow would have helped him. He still might not have closed me for an appointment, but it would help him overall. Now let's talk about those objections before we wrap up. So the main objection I gave him was we already used someone for that, and he asked me a current state question. Well, instead of asking a current state question, he could ask me a pain question. Try to figure out, is everything going great, or is there something that needs to be improved? And you could respond to that by just saying, oh, great. Well, if I could ask you how, and then here are these are the same questions that are in the cold call script. And you could also ask current state questions, which is what he basically did, but there's other questions here. So I said, oh, we already have a development agency that we work with. We've been with them for a long time. Oh, great. How's everything going? When was the last time you considered other areas? How many projects do you have? And so there's some other current state questions. By the way, I just want to give a real example of how asking these questions could have helped him in this particular scenario, which is we actually do have a need for a niche software developer that our current agency firm does not have regarding development with Microsoft Outlook, that we want to develop a plugin. And this is an open project. And by asking current state questions, he almost got there where I almost started to talk about it. He could have uncovered that new information by asking current state questions. Do you have any open projects that aren't moving forward because you don't have the specific skill set? And the honest answer to that for me would have been, yeah, we do need a Microsoft Outlook developer. Is that something you have? And he might have said, yes, we do have that. Okay, well, let's schedule a call to discuss that. And he could have moved forward. So just an example there of how those current state questions can really help you to not only keep the conversation going, but find a reason to talk more. That's about it. Hopefully this was helpful to you. If you want more information on any of that or tips, ebooks, videos, just go to salescriptor.com, or you can contact us there if you have any questions. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching till the end of the video, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye.